All right, we're rolling.
Hey, welcome to Los Lost Boys. I'm Tyler the Collector.
I'm Corey.
Feels like it's been forever, brother.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, how was your 4th of July?
Normal.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of fireworks this year. Uh, did you
Yeah,
notice that?
there's been fireworks every night
Yeah,
for a long time in my neighborhood.
I just noticed like because we were sitting out back and we didn't have any to watch or whatever, so we just sat out back and it was just everywhere, just all around, just going off all night. I was like, huh, this is weird.
Yeah, like the night before, the night after,
Yeah,
it did slow up. I didn't notice it during the week.
yeah. It hasn't been as bad now after, but like leading up to the 4th of July, it was like everybody was setting off fireworks, like everybody.
I think since the riots started,
Yeah.
there's been a guy setting off fireworks in my neighborhood.
Huh.
And the little Facebook thing, like the neighborhood Facebook thing that
Yeah.
Megan's in, she said like all these people were just calling the cops on the guy every night.
Is it like is this firework thing a Corona thing or what's the deal with that?
The like, what
It's
you
been
mean?
crazy
Like,
this year. The amount of fireworks, like
I think people are just like, well, if you're not gonna let me go to Geller Park and watch him, I'll bring him to my house.
yeah, that's what it seemed like. Because I don't do like I was literally telling Brittany there were so many of them going off. I was like, this sounds like Iraq.
Yeah.
Like this is
Well,
exactly what a night in Iraq sounds like.
like people like with PTSD and dogs are having the worst time right now.
Well, usually it's not bad because it's just like a little bit here and there and you get it. But like that night, I was like, oh my god, dude, it sounds like there is a firefight like going
Yeah.
on. Like it was almost indistinguishable because there was just so many going off, and I was like, it really does sound like you're like right outside a firing range.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We had our neighbor. The closest one was our neighbor directly across the street was letting them off in the street,
Mm-hmm.
and they were the kind that just shoot up, 100 feet and then explode. And that's really effing loud when it's like right next to your house.
Right.
And it's like people want to wait until it gets dark, which is almost 10 o'clock, and we were trying to go to bed on a Sunday night.
Right.
Like, cool, okay, but
Yeah,
I
that's,
get it.
yeah,
I'm
that's
a
good.
little more lenient. Like, I think a week before and a week after, you're in that like firework zone of Independence Day. Now,
Yeah,
I don't think you
I
should be
haven't
able
heard
to
of it since.
set fireworks off in the city, like just like a random October night.
Yeah.
Well, mainly because we're not going to have a police department. So we're going to assume this is gun violence.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're allowed to set them off, but they got to do the little fizzle at the end. Because that's like, those ones I'm fine with because you can tell that's a firework. If
Or
it goes,
yeah, or the whistle.
yeah.
Yeah, the going up whistle.
But firecrackers, no. And all that just regular popping shit, no. You're going
And
to
then
mess with my
it
brain.
sucks when you get like a guy doing it over there, a guy doing it over there, and they're competing with each other, and it sounds like they're legit shooting at each other.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought I kind of like live a little out.
You're off the beaten path, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that I would be completely surrounded by so many fireworks. Like,
Yeah, because you're big, like the biggest neighborhood that you really can't see, but we all know it's there. It's a pretty big neighborhood, but it's very like upper class, upper
yeah,
middle class, middle.
uppity, uppity. Yeah, they don't enjoy fireworks. They just like burning money with sparklers.
They're out there just shooting dollar bills into the air with their
Right?
dollar bill guns.
I was wondering why I was getting hit by a bunch of quarters.
Oh
This
my
explodes
god!
change.
Yeah, there's a firework. Trump's firework.
Yeah, it's
Here's your
like $100 bills wrapped up and then coins explode.
yeah. They explode and it's just silver dollars
Yeah,
raining down. Man,
Just a moment. Sorry.
but
so I got a new phone
Yeah.
and it has the whole like voice thing, and she just must have thought I was talking to her.
what do you got to say?
I didn't say anything that I thought I had to say. The code word. Like
No, I don't.
I can't say it because she's gonna say like, "Hey Siri," and she's gonna be like, "What?" And I judge you if you have that option and you don't switch it to the British voice. I judge you as a human being.
The Siri?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do that.
Any AI, if you don't go in there and like either put it like the Australia, like you have to have a foreign voice to make it sound fancy.
Right.
So we're also bringing back the six-pack challenges back.
Yeah, I haven't been freaking hammered in a while, so
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I have.
Well, you threw me off guard. It's like I'm pretty sure he's been hammered.
I was hammered Wednesday. Yeah, I forgot about the 6-pack challenge though. Like that still blows my mind. 6 in the hour is a lot. So
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see where this night takes us.
Yeah, where you got your classy cooler out there.
Yeah, let's just show the people that are watching.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening, it is a punch bowl with ice filled with Natter Days.
So Natter Days are trash beers. We can all agree they're the trash version of a White Claw.
And so is a punch bowl full of ice with Natter Days in it.
Okay, would it be better? My normal routine to just burst the bubble on all this is a Walmart bag full of my beer that I set to the side.
Yeah. Well, I know. I just enjoy pointing out how trash you are. So.
Well, this is also a trash thing. I was at the store and like I was like, I like Natter Days. For whatever reason, I'm craving the bitter taste, the lemonade.
The cigarette butt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
The one that
And
makes
instead of just buying cigarettes and chewing on them,
Yeah.
I buy beer because it's cheaper. But that was where I was. The point is, they didn't have anything smaller than a 30-pack. So I had to get a 30-pack of Natter Days. But I literally paid less than what I would pay for a 12-pack of White Claw.
That's true, yeah.
It's so crazy.
I gotta love being trash, bro.
It does make you feel like I'm too old to be buying a 30-pack of anything.
Right? Yeah. That's for the more refined palates. That's what the Natter Days are for, though.
Yeah. And then my son my oldest was with me, and he went to grab the beer to put it in the cart, and the lady was like, "No, you can't touch it. You're not 21."
Yeah.
It's like, I get it. You got to play by the rules. She was one of these weird, like, strict rules lady, double bagging like a bag of popcorn. Like, good Lord, lady.
I ran into that lady one time when I was 21, but Brittany had grabbed it, put it in the cart, but we only take the one wallet in. Like, she didn't have her ID, and the lady's like, "We need to see hers because she touched it." And I was like, "You're fucking shitting me. She's older than me. It's my wife." Like,
yeah.
She's like, "Nope." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm 24. Like, come on."
Yeah. Like, I've had that happen with Megan, and I've been so disappointed that, like, damn it, Megan, why didn't you bring your wallet?
Right. It's instantly her fault. Like,
yeah, like instantly it's like we're getting a divorce.
Right.
Because now we got to stop at a gosh darn gas station.
And God forbid I sit here sober with you all night.
Yeah, all of that ain't happening.
That.
I don't think I can hang out with my friends sober anymore.
Right. Yeah, we went out for our anniversary because we're irresponsible people. Our anniversary was Wednesday. And so, yeah, we're like, let's go to a bar because that's like the most dangerous thing you can do or whatever right now.
Living life on the edge.
Yeah. And we just don't care about our lives or anybody else's. So, yeah, we went out to a bar and played trivia. It was pretty fun.
That is when you bring up the whole, like, you went out and risked your life thing. Because I thought, there's no reason for my son to be coming to the store with me. But I'm just going to go risk his life.
I guess.
Risk his life according to some statistics. Yeah. And then others, nothing at all.
Yeah, because we saw that list earlier this week that we were talking about a group.
Yeah, Texas released like a level 1 stuff, level 2 stuff. They broke it down. I like a breakdown. I like a breakdown
too, but that whole list was very suspect to me because the top 3 things were weird.
Yeah, like
I understand the top 3 things, but it just seemed weird to like. Okay, so then the highest risk was number 9 stuff: going to a bar, attending a religious service with 500 plus worshipers, going to a sports stadium, or a music concert. So it was like beer, church, and sports.
Yeah, I think
that's all America cares about.
A lot of it is like the bar, I totally get.
Yeah,
Everyone's
but then
crammed
why,
in.
why is a restaurant like a restaurant was on here at like 7, like 2 steps below that? What's the difference?
Well, a restaurant, like with the new setup of a restaurant, you're spread out.
Well, so is this bar, but
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really like. It's all hypothetical because I haven't went out. I go to the store.
because you're being proper. Yeah, because
No, I'm being fake proper. There's a difference because I will
it's
not
just you
do
being
any.
lazy.
I won't do anything that I didn't want to do to begin with. I still go to the store, which is what I like doing, and I still hang out with my friends without a mask.
So you're going to the bar as much as you were before.
Yes.
Yeah, see, like it's fucked me up because I go like once a week. I used
Yeah,
to.
maybe once every 2 or 3 months was my.
Oh, really? Yeah, I would go
If
once
that.
a week and meet some friends, and it's really throwing off everything for me.
Now I do miss being able to go to like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember. I honestly can't remember the last time or where I went before all this happened.
I've gone to a restaurant already. I've gone to a bar. Listen, I don't plan on going to any sporting events because I don't give a shit about them. Like, you guys are all talking about if the
They ain't
season's going to
happening
happen.
anyways.
Like, they're arguing over if the season. I'm like, I could give 2 shits less if it doesn't happen. Like,
I thought my analogy was really good, by the way.
which one was that?
The porn. So it dawned on me because wrestling has continued to try to do its thing with no audience.
Right.
And it's not the same thing. So football is going to come back. College football, if it came back, and like the ratings would be high the first couple of weeks. You know why? Because everyone would be wanting to see what it looks like without fans, without a band, without all the stuff. And
People
then
like me will watch.
yeah, like me and you would watch.
Yeah.
And then the third week we'd be like, you know what? It's just not the same. I got something else to do. Oh, now I got to do that. Like all the things that we would push to the side before are now like, well, I'll just go ahead and do that because it's like porn. So if all of a sudden they announce tomorrow that all porn on the internet will be muted permanently, you would still jerk off because you still jerk off. The only people that would do it every day are the porn addicts. So the people that love football and are addicts to football, they're still going to watch it regardless of how it is.
I watch porn muted every day.
You're a psychopath.
Really? I don't care about the sound.
I think I could just listen to the sound.
Really? Yeah. I mute it every day, and yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, then my analogy doesn't work with you. Thanks for
Right?
shitting on it.
Because I also wouldn't watch sport. I don't know. I have noticed I did the weird thing. I was already falling out of it as it was, but like now that it's gone, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't miss it at all. Like it's weird. I went the opposite. Everybody else is like, I miss it more, and I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck it. Like, why do I even bother?
Sports for me, the current ones would be baseball would be playing, and I wouldn't have watched it anyways. Really.
Yeah.
I think come like the fall, like that little itch to be like, I wouldn't mind watching a football game and like
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. I guess once you start feeling like football.
I took a break from football 2 years ago where I didn't watch college football or pro football. I just didn't. I was happy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gone now and I don't miss it. Like I enjoy watching hockey and it just ended and I was like, it didn't bother me one way or another. Like if they come back or not, I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, you know what? Like I do miss playing it, but
what took its place? What do you watch instead?
I haven't been watching shit, honestly.
Okay, you just sit and stare at your porn muted.
Yeah, basically. I don't know, dude. I've just kind of gone off I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You're not off the grid just because you don't watch TV.
I don't watch TV. I've been coloring a lot and then sitting.
You're just you're just reversing back into like you're Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be a baby not doing anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like all of a sudden I got old where I just like sit outside.
You watch birds, do puzzles, and color.
And I play my guitar. I've been playing my guitar a lot more. But.
Oh, that's the that is the one. Your guitar is your last little hold to being youthful. We might as well just be checked into an old folks home at this point.
I'm learning all country now though, so.
Oh God, don't tell that to everybody.
So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really replaced anything with anything. I guess I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life.
TV show, like that's a big thing. Like for me, it was always I can like football is great when it's great, and it sucks when it sucks. It sucks to be invested in something, and then it just be like, well, this sucks. Ohio State's one thing because we're very spoiled being like fans of a good team that's consistently good. We are very spoiled. So I take that out of the equation. But like pro football, when you're like, I hit a point in life where I was like, I'm not going to be like a hardcore Dolphins fan when they don't give two. Seemingly they don't give two shits either. Why do I care?
Right.
So I mean, that's why I'll just watch The Office. And I found this little hit show that no one told me about. It's called Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh
and
yeah.
It's only had a couple seasons, and I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I was talking to our friend, and he said that he started it and stopped, and he can't get into it. And I've done the similar thing where I've like started season 1, got into it, and then something else happens, and I never come back to it.
Yeah.
And this time I just started wherever Megan was at, and she was real late, like season 11.
Oh, that's helpful because season 1's a little iffy on that one.
Well, it's like anything. Like it didn't find its groove probably till season 3 or 4, and then you might as well just start
comes
there.
in season 2, so
Yeah, Frank's my favorite character.
yeah, that's where it was like, okay.
Yeah. So that's what I took. My advice to him was just skip ahead. It's not one of those shows that you have to know, like, oh, everything. It's not. It's like The Simpsons. It all fucking resets by the end. There's some carryover jokes, but it all resets. It's all fine.
They don't do a whole lot of storyline in that, which is
Right.
I guess they do a little bit, but yeah, I've had a couple shows that were like that where I start watching and just never get into them, no matter how good people say they are.
Lost.
Really?
Yeah, I've just never had the like. It never. We just never were in love with each other at the same time.
Yeah.
We've never met up.
Yeah. So is that what you've replaced? Just mostly TV?
Oh, it's all TV. I mean, geez. And Fortnite. To be honest, like it would be different for me if I didn't have that. Like I thought about that today. That I literally play it every day.
Well, that's good though. Got something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, doing the show. That's why I like doing the weekly thing.
Yeah.
It kind of like puts the bookend to the week.
Yeah.
When we record.
Yeah, basically. It does.
Because when we don't, like, I would not have been able to tell you when, like, did we record 3 weeks? Like, I just lose my timeline.
It's like, it's been so long.
Yeah.
I did buy a bunch of books to help me with my boredom that are definitely me going off the deep end.
Oh, God.
Bought, like, bushcraft books and how to trap books, stuff like that.
Well, I'm glad you have them.
Fishing book.
Good. Because when it hits the fan, at least Corey will have a book about it.
Yeah, because I've been sitting back reading those, like, I don't know, just been getting into nature lately. So I was like, it'd be cool to learn, like, trapping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Crazy, but yeah, I think I'm losing my mind.
It kind of sounds like you're not even having a midlife crisis. You just got old overnight.
I know, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Because now I'm, like, reading about fish and how to do stuff with wood.
That's more manly.
I guess, but
well, now I got to thinking about that term because you tried to razz me about some joke about doing manly thing like playing board games.
yeah.
And it got me thinking, like, our generation, I feel, the whole, like, macho man, like, a lot of our friends, you could probably count on 2 or 3 that are your more stereotypical, like, they don't have any little geeky thing. They are, like, the stereotype of, like, I'm a man, I build furniture.
Yeah.
We have 2 of those out of the 20.
Well, that's just because I like to hang out with pussies.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's like, yeah, that that toxic masculinity thing. Like
Yeah.
that definitely people are not afraid to be like, yeah, I'm a nerd about stuff, or
Like even people that you think wouldn't open up to you, because I've had this happen to me on construction sites, and I know you have the same experience. They come across like a hard ass asshole that I'm not gonna have anything in common with him. And then the one little thing slips out and it's like, oh, you like wrestling too? You know,
yeah.
but they don't do it in front of everybody. It'll be like after everyone walks away, they kind of get your attention, and then it's like, oh, we can have our side conversation about the thing we actually love and not just pick on someone for being perceived as being gay.
Yeah. I think it's I mean, they've been attacking that manly man jock thing for like since the 80s though. And we grew up with that where it's like nerds are cool because they've been spewing nerd shit on us since we were little. So
Yeah,
like we've just grown up where nerds are cool and you don't
yeah,
have to be a manly
you're
man.
right. It was probably our parents were like,
Yeah.
it's just we're the product of them saying it's okay to like this stuff.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm sure like my dad and that shitty ass generation, they all had to be like manly men. But yeah, we grew up where like Revenge of the Nerds was cool, and then like Sheldon and all his dumb shit. And
Well, I mean, our parents grew up when Star Wars hit. Star Wars
Yeah.
is like the big boom of like geek shit became.
so maybe that's when geekiness was just like, hey, maybe it's okay. It kind of hit mainstream.
Yeah, that's it. And then what we can say to our kids is we were there when the boom happened. You won't say it. I'll have to say it to your son. We were there when the boom happened, when it was okay to like comic book movies.
No, I think with our kids, it's just going to be like, it's okay to have sex with whatever. We're going to get to that point where like, I'm going to be telling my son like, oh dude, yeah, it's not gay to suck dicks.
So there's this wrestler in AEW that's transgender.
Yeah.
And there's times where I'm like, when is it going to be acceptable for me to be like, well, she's hot?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I think with our kids, it's going to be like,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like 100 years from now, like no one will bat an eye.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to go straight back to like old Roman times where they were just like, whatever feels good, bro. It's going to be our kids.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous that they're about to just be like sucking and fucking all day.
Yeah. Oh, lucky.
Yeah, lucky. We got nerd. I got stuck with board games, and he's going to be getting blowjobs from the weirdest things.
Yeah. Do you think there's anything that is going to be like, it'll never be okay?
Probably bestiality.
I'm going to say kids.
Oh, yeah, no shit. Duh.
I'm going to go ahead and take the easy one off the table.
Like, I didn't even put that on the table. You didn't even have to take it off, man. I was like, animals is like the weirdest thing I could think of. And you're like, kids.
I
like,
think
yeah, kids, definitely kids.
Most animals will always be like, oh, that's gross. But then there'll be like that one where it's like, well, that animal really loved it.
Goats,
Like,
yeah.
maybe.
Goats are okay.
Would it be, well, we've already talked about that. If it's okay to have sex with an alien.
Oh, yeah.
That's an animal, though. There's no difference.
It's sentient, though, in theory.
Well, I didn't say it was that kind. I'm saying it's like the animal that they throw. It's an alien they throw in a pit to fight you, and it wants to have sex with
you. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
I'm glad we talked about the sex because it brings me to something I put into the Discord to talk about. You've heard of the game Animal Crossing?
I think so.
Yeah, a little. What do they call it when it's like a third-party underground AAA title hit?
Yeah.
Little engine that could.
Yeah.
It has virtual like sex things where these people have plugged in controllers that have the haptics like things.
Huh.
So they plug in a dildo into their controller port, and then they put the dildo in, and then their buddy who they're playing the game with can come up and like if they push a button, it does this. So you're essentially pleasuring each other.
So you can like game jerk somebody off?
Yeah. All in Animal Crossing.
So
needless to say, I ordered Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I'm going to research this one.
I really caught my attention because I was like, that's the future of gaming.
right?
The
That
porn
haptic
industry
shit.
gets a hold of it.
Well, that's where most innovation comes from. Is like
Oh yeah, yeah.
so.
All your VR. The first VR movie was a porno.
Right. I think they're like the first ones to try out a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, because they're like the weirdest thing is they make a shit ton of money, like, but we just don't talk about it because it's dirty.
But they were like the first ones to do like HD.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They decided the HD Blu-ray debate because they went Blu-ray.
Yeah, so it's like I watched this one nerdy show. It was on like Hulu or something called like Devs, but they basically like created like a program that could simulate the past, like just how it happened. I don't know. You'd have to watch, but whatever. You can go back in time and watch shit that happened. And the first thing that they did was go
Is this
watch.
real?
No, it's not like it.
Oh,
It's like a story where they develop. Like if they really did it, it'd be fucking insane. But it was like you could watch in real time shit that happened in the past. So like you could like rewind it, sit there and watch what happened. And so the first thing they did was watch JFK fuck Marilyn Monroe. And they're like, what the fuck? Like the first thing you do with this great thing is watch sex. And they're like, yeah, that's just how.
What would you do?
Probably the same thing. You just watch somebody.
I don't think I would have went to JFK and Marilyn Monroe. Like that is not like.
I mean, yeah, there's like a bunch of
my
stops.
very first instinct.
There's a bunch of stops on the way.
Tommy Lee and Pamela
The one they have.
I'm just sitting on the boat watching.
Yeah, because in
like,
theory you could do that. Like
you had one jump to the past, and that's where you go. Something they have a movie of.
Probably have to do something crazy like Jesus or something.
Yeah, definitely that would be where
guy.
I would go, like a Jesus thing.
I'd be like, I'd follow him around, see what he did during his 30s or his 20s.
So, regardless if you're a believer or non-believer, if you went and you saw the truth, and you're just like, how do I tell the people? Like, it would break your brain.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you see, if you're confirmed or unconfirmed, it's like one way or the other. I'm getting broken.
Everything you can figure out JFK. You can figure out like, yeah, you can figure out everything.
So essentially, you can go witness anything from the past.
Yeah, you put in like a GPS coordinate, it takes you to that spot, and then you put in a time, and then just watch it play out because they figured out like an algorithm that like guessed just how the way the world works.
You could solve every crime ever.
Yeah, but you couldn't do a crime after this. It's a big thing in the show where that's like it's it's so powerful. It's like Nick Offerman's in it, so.
Oh.
But yeah, like, oh, dude, I'd go so many places.
Yeah,
JFK would be a good one.
There would be a lot of like stuff you just want to see.
Yeah, you could just spend your rest of your life just watching the past.
Yeah, and then someone could spend the rest of their life watching you watch the past.
Well, that's when history would stop because you'd just be watching.
No, it's just me sitting in a chair. Yeah. They're in a room just watching me. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, this is when Tyler the Collector watched Jesus.
Yeah, because I want to see like what Jesus did because he must have had like a good PR firm or something.
Let's do some fun ones. Let's get off the Jesus talk. What about going and seeing like Queen in concert?
I don't give a shit about Queen.
Okay, a band, Blink-182 in concert.
Seen it. It's all right.
No, I'm talking like early, good.
No.
Okay, fuck you.
I would do like big world events like that.
D-Day, you can sit on the beach as they're storming it.
Yeah, that'd be
awful because you would just see like.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Afghanistan or Iraq, whichever one of these places you claim to have been, and sit there and watch you. Yeah.
Cry in a firefight.
Look at him. He ain't even got the sound on. Yeah. That's why you don't have the sound on. It all makes sense. Because you had to jerk off in silence.
Oh, okay. I get it. Oh, you're watching me jerk off. Oh.
Yeah, I can watch real heroes fight. Jesus, I can see oh shit. What's Tom Hanks' character in D-Day?
In D-Day?
In Saving Private Ryan.
Captain?
Yeah, Captain Miller.
Yeah. I was replaying the Upham thing where he's like sitting on the steps crying.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go back and find me pulling an Upham.
Oh God.
And then just make fun of me.
Oh, what if I found you doing when Upham let the guy walk up there and kill the guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't know if I could be your friend anymore.
I know.
I would still be your friend, but I'd give you so much shit for it.
Oh yeah. I hope they don't ever develop that. As cool as it would be, it
Seems
also
unreal. We can't take out a coronavirus. I think everything will be fine on this nonsense.
right. I guess it's good in theory.
It's amazing in theory. It would be bigger. It would be the most. You can't even. There's nothing the equivalent of how important it would be.
Right. Very true.
Yes, like the Big Bang. Can you go back that far?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because you're not physically there, so you're just witnessing.
Yeah.
Oh, now my mind is into like
Yeah, you could watch dinosaurs and shit. Oh man. See how the
Allegedly.
dinosaurs died?
allegedly dinosaurs.
Really find out the alien thing? Got it. Roswell?
How'd they build them fucking pyramids?
Right? Oh my god.
Oh, is it technology that's readily available? Is it like a DVD player?
What do you mean? On this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a computer they built.
Well, I mean, no, what I'm saying is like, does every house have one?
No. It's just like a very secret group.
Oh, well, that's not as fun then.
Yeah.
Because they're probably really like snobby about what you can go do.
Yeah. Basically. I guess they said it could go in the future too.
See, well, that's incorrect because the future hasn't happened yet.
I know. That's the whole point of the story. So yeah.
That's a.
It'd be a neat idea.
Did you see the trailer for the Golden State Killer? It's a documentary on HBO.
No.
So apparently, I don't really know. I just watched the trailer, and then there was a guy on a podcast, Patton Oswalt, his wife.
She sucks.
She's dead.
I know.
Okay. She wrote this book about this killer, and then they found them. Like the podcast, it was Jericho's podcast, and he had a guy on there that is like he's found a way to track people down and investigate crimes just by using like Facebook. And because he's found out that people will talk to him rather than the police a lot of times.
Huh.
And he uses what's that when it's like geo-directed advertisement? So Facebook's so in-depth that you can be like, I only want this ad to play to people that live on this street.
Yeah.
And he'll put an ad saying, have you seen this person? And show like the picture. And then people will message it and all that. But the whole Golden State Killer thing, he would break into people's houses and wait for the people to come home. And he would like go in, find the gun, and take the bullets out, but put the gun back. And then let the guy go get the gun and think that he has the advantage. And then click. He just liked having that feeling of like he's that's a terror, like a cerebral terrorist.
Yeah.
He would make the woman tie the guy up. He did this like 15 times. Make the woman tie the husband up, and then the husband would be tied up with his hands behind his back and his legs would be tied, and the guy would stack plates, like ceramic plates, ceramic dinner plates on the guy's back, and be like, if I hear these rattle or break, I'm killing your wife, and then I'm killing you. And then he'd go rape the wife in the next room. Chilling. I got goosebumps, man. That is the most chilling thing.
I'd be so angry.
I got an analogy for you, though.
Oh my god.
We, as the American citizens, are the husband. Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Do we want our wife? Do we want her murdered and then be murdered or raped? What do we do in the situation?
Murder.
I asked my wife I was like, this is information I need to know in case this ever happens. What do you
I think rape's worse than murder.
That's what I think. Like, I think you just go down like I'm not letting this happen.
Yeah, murder, you die, like whatever. But like rape is like that's traumatizing. That's way worse than like just
Yeah.
like dying sucks. Don't get me wrong, but like you don't have to fucking live with it. You're dead. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I'd much
That-
rather like
That's in the trailer they say that he does that, and that was where I was like, holy shit, like the
yeah.
evil that I wouldn't even think to be like, I'm gonna put plates on you. Like that's so clever. So you could hear someone move.
Yeah. And taking the bullets out of a gun and shit.
Yeah, like you
I'm gonna
don't
go check
have to
that
do
gun.
that. You take the gun away and be like, haha, you ain't got your gun. But like to be like, give him that sense of like he can maybe save the situation.
Did he have a gun the whole time? The killer?
Yeah, I believe he has a gun or something. He's definitely has the advantage. He did this for years.
Yeah. If I ever like ran into a dude like that, I would just call his bluff and just go at him. Because like I'd rather do that than get tortured in any way. Just go out swinging.
I would assume if he did it that many times, someone probably tried and he probably just killed him.
Yeah. I'd much rather that happen than have to deal with all that shitty stuff before you die.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out real quick.
Well, sometimes it ain't real quick, like Law-Abiding Citizen, where they just stab him and beat him up, and then they rape the wife and then kill her.
And then you live and have to get everybody back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got a cool movie about you. So,
Win-win.
yeah. And then you're famous. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess it's worth your wife being.
Yeah. Plus, you get a new wife. Like,
Oh, yeah. And you're famous, so it's going to be hotter.
endless possibility. Yeah. Oh, this sounds good.
So maybe I should go to this guy a call, is what you're saying.
I'm putting out Craigslist ads right now.
Yeah. But apparently they caught him from the clues, like from her help on the investigation.
Was this like a recent dude?
I don't think the crimes all happened recently. Like in the 80s is when all the crimes happened, but they caught him like in 2015 or 2016 or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know she was the one who caught him. That's kind of neat.
I don't know. I don't think it's just like she's the one who caught him. That's very movie-like.
Oh,
I think it's like she helped bring awareness to the case, because the guy brought up really good points about like there's so many unsolved murders that happened during huge world events. When 9/11 happened, there was so many murders were that day, and they just, well, we don't have time for this.
I didn't even think about that. I should have done it.
And so it's a lot of, he's like, people that are sadistic, like they take it an opportunity, a crime of opportunity. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what else is even equally crazy?
No.
The Rock can make $1 million per Instagram post.
Really? Holy crap.
So whenever he does an advertisement, he can charge $1 million for the post.
Really? Who's he
Yeah.
charged though? Like who pays him? That's what I don't understand about these social media people. Who pays these people?
So he's probably linked with a firm that like,
Firm dick.
hey, huh?
A firm dick.
Yeah. Firm Dick Marketing.
No, that's what he's linked with.
Yeah, no judgment. So like someone contacts the advertising agency and is like, hey, we want The Rock to do, these energy drinks. And
So is all he puts up is just fucking shit?
then they just hand him the stuff and be like, hey, say this, say that in the post it on your phone. He's making money by just recording videos on his phone.
Yeah, but why would you just watch a walking advertisement? Why?
Because the really good ones don't know you're watching an advertisement.
Ugh. That'd still be cool to make $1 million, I guess.
If Natter Days called and said, hey, drink during a post and talk about how good it is and you'll get $1,000, you would do it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just judging him because I'm not in that position, so I can act like I'm better, even though I know I'm not. Because that's
Gotcha. Read you loud and clear.
what was that football guy?
Zion Williams, the basketball player for Duke.
No, I mean I know he got busted, but that football guy, that just got a bunch of money, signed that really long
Patrick
deal.
Mahomes signed
Yeah.
10-year, $500 million or something.
How much was he making a minute? Because like people were like, "Oh, he's gonna get ripped off in the long run," but then they did the math on how much he made a minute, and it was like, who fucking cares?
I can see both sides. I can see both sides of like if someone's like the market resets, so you don't want to like in certain instances.
Yeah, because they said like the difference between this 10 years ago from now is basically he's going to be like drastically underpaid.
I think the post it was like they're getting paid 40% more
Yeah.
from 10 years ago.
So it's dumb for him to take a 10-year contract, but then you break it down and he's still making like.
Right. And then we get into the argument over how much should one person make, how much is too much. And
They're all overpaid anyway. Like
that is a valid argument as well.
it's not an argument. It's true facts. They're overpaid.
They're paid what they're valued. Like
all entertainment's overpaid. I don't know why we pay like actors, newscasters what we pay them. It's crazy.
It is crazy. It really is.
I don't understand how they make so much money to do like the stupidest job.
It's important work though.
No, it's not. It's not that important.
It's not
It's honestly not that important. And we're finding that out right now. The whole lockdown and nobody.
You couldn't find a good TV show, so you're reverting back to reading books for God's sakes. But you needed somebody to write them books.
Those writers should get paid then. Writers
did.
don't get paid. It's all the entertainment. Like they're all overpaid, man. Like we don't need these people. I don't need these people to entertain me. That's what I'm finding out.
Oh.
I don't need these athletes to entertain me. I don't need these actors. I'm not watching shit. Like why are they making so much fucking money? You know what you do need? Electrician.
Yeah.
We don't.
So it's about you making more money.
Right. I'm sending this directly to my boss, by the way. So.
Oh.
No, I just mean in general. Like, why is it that the dumbest jobs are making so much more money than everybody? Like, and like you got teachers and shit who don't make shit. Like, I don't know. It's dumb. It all needs reworked.
It does. We've talked about this. It needs to be the reset button needs to be hit on the world.
Yeah.
But we can't. So you're just screwed. Like, okay, good for them. They make money. Like,
I guess. I mean,
I'm not like. I was given advice to never like attack the person who's making the money.
No, I was attacking the industry.
Yeah, the industry. They're the problem.
Yeah. I don't blame him for trying to get paid. Yeah. Like, but I think it was a smart thing. I think it's dumb for people to be like, oh, you should hold out just in case you get more. Like, no, dude, like you're going to make your money. Make it now. Make it guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you find out like,
because maybe we will have an enlightenment and stop paying entertainers so fucking much. You never know. Maybe it's going to be 40% less in the next 10 years.
That's true. This is the most uncertain the world has ever been.
Yeah. We got viruses going on. Like, you don't even know if you're going to be playing anymore. Like, sign that shit.
That's true. Like, something people aren't really considering. What if football just never gets to come back?
Yeah. It's just never the same because people realize how stupid it is.
Yeah, that's a real thing too. Like, how many people that are creatures of habit of like, oh, the fall is here. That's when we watch football. And then the year we didn't, we really found out we really enjoy doing this other thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that other thing keeps a bunch of them the next year. Now, some will go back to football, but then some that never came back.
Yeah.
And then the whole growth stops.
Yeah, Mahomes is going to be smart as shit because then nobody's getting paid. And they're like, holy shit, we're still paying this guy millions.
Yeah.
Isn't there a baseball player who's still paid to this day by Bobby Bonilla?
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla or something like that.
Bonilla, yeah.
Yeah. He gets paid $1.2 million every July, whatever.
Yeah. July 1st, I think it was.
Yeah.
Is Bobby Bonilla Day.
That's funny.
That's amazing.
Good for him.
They give him shit, but it's like, that's so fucking smart. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I always say take long term, even if it's gonna be low, dude. Like,
I wish I was so like I wish someone would guarantee.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like, would you lock in your current salary for 10 years right now?
No, because I'm not making like crazy money. But if it was like, if they were like 100,000, I'd be like, oh yeah, that seems like enough to lock it in.
What if they said, okay, Los Lost Boys will give you $40,000 each to do this show for 10 years, but you can't do anything else.
40,000
each for each host.
That's gonna be hard to live off of. No,
Money D on the table.
that has to be my only income though. I don't know. I don't think that's enough to lock it in for 10 years now.
So you would not.
For 6 figures, I would.
You're working fucking 3 hours a week for $40,000.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is only one.
Like,
okay, yeah.
I'll even give you like you're doing 12 hours because you're gonna really edit the shit out of the show now.
I would do a lot more work, yeah, but no. For some reason, I was thinking I had to work like a full 40.
No,
but yeah, for that little amount of work, then yeah, that is worth it.
Yeah,
I did 40 hours a week for that much at one point, so yeah, that'd be cool.
I would sign it so fast.
Yeah, I think my hand broke when you broke it down like that. 3 hours a week, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I was a little shocked that you wouldn't do it because of that at first.
For some reason, I was still thinking I had to have a whole job.
Yeah, no, you don't ever have to do like that kind of work.
Yeah,
It's just this.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do
If
that.
you can't make it work off of that,
Why is somebody offering?
The Rock.
The Rock. Isn't that crazy that like somebody like that could literally do that? He could pay for like how many podcasts? You said he gets $1 million a post.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you're gonna break the like world if like even if he did because if he didn't want to flood his timeline with ads because then people would unfollow. So let's say he does 3 ads a week. That's $3 million of found money. It didn't cost him anything to make that money.
That's a bunch of our podcasts he could pay for.
He could literally
He can afford us for years.
10 years. We'll sign with $7 per. I think it's $7 Productions or something like that.
Yeah.
Because at one time in his life, he had $7 in his bank account.
Oh yeah, cool. We all had a bank account at one point.
Just saying.
Quit
He was
acting
really
poor.
poor.
Quit acting poor. Why is that the thing to do?
He was legit, like, not rich.
Okay, weren't we all?
No, not everyone who's rich was legit not rich at one point.
I guess. I don't know. Most athletes, yes.
I think it just makes him relatable because he can remember the time when he could not afford to have a gym brought to the set of where he's working.
I would kill for a Bowflex right now. I've been trying to get in shape. It's hard.
Yeah. It's hard to be motivated.
Yeah. See, that's like the one thing I'm like, man, I would work out, but coronavirus, I can't go to the gym.
You can go to the gym, you just gotta wear a mask.
I'll go to the bars all day, but it's like I can't go to the gym. I can't go to the gym like this.
Yeah. That's where you draw your line.
Yeah.
Well, I draw my line. You need to wear a mask or I judge the shit out of you unless we're just sitting around in someone's backyard having beers. And it's fine. Then I'll take a drink of your drink, to be honest.
Well, like, do you really judge the people for not wearing one? I wouldn't mind talking about that.
Oh, okay.
Because we have our one buddy.
Yeah, he was pretty vocal about
about not wanting to wear one, you know? And we have our other buddy who's very vocal about like, yeah, I'll judge you and I think you're a bad person for not doing it, blah, blah, blah. So,
I'm on the I'll judge you a little.
Really?
If it was the litmus test,
Yeah.
I'm reading like if like no judgment is a 1, full judgment is a 10, I'm probably at a 7.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, but it depends on where we're at.
Does it, like
at work when we have been like hammered home, we have to wear masks. We have to wear masks when we're walking around the hospital. And I'll see people not, and I'm like, you dumb assholes. Like,
really? Mm-hmm.
Because it's not that hard. And they like give you masks.
Yeah, because even when if I'm at somewhere where everybody's wearing one and I see one guy not wearing them, The only thing I'm thinking is like that dude's just brave. Like,
Yeah.
because the only reason I even wear one is just so I don't have to feel judged. I just don't want to be judged. You know, like
Yeah.
that's all I care
A
about.
little bit I'm wearing it because of that as well.
Yeah.
The whole
I
like
just don't want to be judged. So like when I see somebody not wearing, I'm like, good for you, bud. Like you don't give a shit what people think about you. I don't judge him negatively because he's still just, I don't know.
I think it's weird
I don't think one
when
way or another about it, I guess.
I guess if people like are just like, oh, I don't wear it. I don't think I don't. It really doesn't come to my mind to wear it. Like, it's all how they act, I guess. If they're coming across like the one guy being like, well, no, I don't wear it. I don't want to fucking wear it. Why should I? There's no proof. And then like Bill Nye's like, here's the fucking proof.
I would, yeah, okay. I would judge you if you're making a big deal about not wearing one. But if you're just not wearing one and just acting normal, I don't think twice about it. I'm just like, oh, whatever.
If you're not wearing one and you're being really like,
if you're
in
making
my
a point,
face?
yeah, if you're making a point to be like, I'm not wearing a mask, then yeah, you're a fucking douche. But I also think if you're wearing a mask and you're like, I'm wearing a mask, you're a fucking douche.
yeah, don't be
Either
like,
way, you're virtue signaling. Like, and I fucking hate that. If
just,
you're living your life, I don't give a shit.
I guess honestly, it comes back to like, I just follow the rules sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm literally only doing it because I don't like being judged by people.
Like, I'm weird when it comes to that though. Like, there are some things like
That's
I
the
don't do
whole reason I
drugs.
even drive good is I make sure I follow all the rules because I just don't want one guy being like, that guy sucks at driving.
Yeah.
Or like, this guy's an asshole the way he drives. I'm like, no, because I follow all the fucking rules.
Yeah.
I just don't want people thinking I'm an asshole.
Yeah, but there are. It's funny where I'll draw, like personally, where I'll draw lines, and where other, nah, you do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have the weird. But I don't know. Like,
Okay, if you're in a store and you see a guy and his like two kids, and no one's wearing a mask, what do you think?
I don't think anything about it. I don't know.
What about if they're like touching everything?
I don't know. I guess like I said, I've already been deemed like expendable, so I just don't give a shit if other people don't care.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like
I'm out in it every day. My life's not going to change. Even if it goes bad again, I'm still going to be out there working. So like, I don't know, like it's your own fucking risk. So if you don't want to wear one, then that's two fucking dead people I don't have to worry about, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. What do you think about the whole like people that are coming out and being like, I don't want to hear any complaining. Y'all fucked this up because we could have had football. We could have had things opened up by now, but you didn't want to follow the rules at the beginning.
Yeah, but like you should know people aren't going to fucking follow the rules. It's America.
That's what this proves. It proves that like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, why even get mad? Like, why worry about these other people not doing what they're supposed to do? Just fucking worry about yourself. Because who cares? Like, all these people are always going to be fucking up. Like, just worry about yourself. Fix yourself before you're fucking pointing and judging other people.
that's true. And it's like,
If you're doing all the right shit yourself, then okay, whatever. But quit judging other people. They're always going to be fucking up.
I'm supposed to go on to a bachelor party that is a bunch of people that I know a few and I don't know a bunch.
Yeah.
And we're all staying in a cabin. I'm kind of got the little like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And not because like I'm worried like I'm going to get sick, but it's like, am I going to come home and then like I'm going to pass it on to someone, like, it just creeps in your head a little.
Yeah, I guess I would feel that a little bit different, I guess, if I was in more contact with like at-risk people. But I'm not really in contact with at-risk people, so it's like it doesn't bother me one way or another, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really either when it boils down to like the age and stuff.
Yeah, like if I'm around somebody where I have like they have to worry, then I probably would be more cognizant of like what I'm doing. But like I don't fucking hang around with people like that. Like I don't really like. I don't have.
It's a vicious cycle though, because say we have a friend that does hang around them,
fault. You know what I mean?
and then it's like he comes and hangs around us, assuming that we were wearing our masks appropriately.
No, that's where it gets in. That's the ball in your court, because right now I'm so nonchalant about the rules because I'm not really risking anything. That's why I really don't care if you wear it or not. But if I fucking hang out with an old person, don't be fucking hanging out with people then. If you are at risk, like that's your
Do you
fucking
think?
fault.
Do you think it would? Do you think that America is just, regardless of what happens, there's nothing that could make them change their mind? Or do you think if it
Yeah,
was
there's a lot
like,
of people that won't do
oh,
it.
Donald Trump got COVID and died, people would be like, oh shit.
That would be nuts.
Or like, so let's scale it down. Like, what if one of our friends got it and died?
Yeah, they would. You would definitely think twice about it.
Right. I think that's the problem. We haven't had that personal experience yet.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that are like,
Well,
yeah, you got to wear the mask because they've had that personal experience. Or
yeah,
they're
but
just,
that's also what I'm saying too. Like I'm also not around any. Like I'm supposedly not at risk. Like somebody my age and the people I hang out with and the people I see every day are not
right.
who are gonna die. So I don't give a shit.
Right. It's hard. It's really hard not to just live life.
Yeah.
When it boils down to it. Like, it was one thing when everything was like, every day we were watching the governor talk at 2:00. And I haven't done that in months.
Right.
And it's like, I don't even like.
Well, that's when you start living by personal experience, and that's what we're all doing now. We're all like, okay, this is my experience of the world. I know that they're telling me this is how the world is, but this is how I see the world. And how I see the world, not shit's going on.
Yeah. And it doesn't help. And we've hammered it home. It doesn't help that you can't trust the internet. You can't trust the news. You can't trust the president. You can't trust the government. You can't trust anything.
You just got to trust what you know. And right now, all I know is it's fucking stupid.
I do know this, for whatever this is worth. The hospital has a special elevator that's been quarantined off, and it's in the surgery department. It's to get COVID patients from the ICU unit to wherever they got to go to get, like, if they're getting another test done that they can't do in the patient's room.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, never was used. This week, it was used a lot. To the point where I was like, wait, what's that for again? And they're like, that's for when they transfer COVID patients.
Oh, you're seeing a bunch of that?
Shit, yeah.
An uptick?
It's either an uptick or like a few patients are getting a lot of shit done and they're being moved a lot, which I don't think they would do that. I think it's like if they're going to get tests, they're going to get it all at one time while they're out. So I don't know. For whatever that's worth.
It's coming back big. Tyler's calling it.
But we're not getting – so like we're not being told to like lighten up on our usage of stuff. You know, everything's back to normal. PPE-wise, one and done. It's not, well, save your masks all week.
Well, maybe people are prepared now.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Was this all just a like, oh, shit, we're not really prepared for this, and then we got prepared, and it's like, now we can handle it. It's fine. Let it go.
Yeah. Or else we're going to have another run on TP. God damn. Because, yeah, as soon as they tell you guys, it'll be like, hey, watch your masks, and for some reason, all toilet paper is going to sell out.
Yeah, because I'll buy it.
Yeah. Like, oh, fuck, that guy's buying a bunch of toilet paper. I got to go buy a bunch of toilet paper.
Yeah.
It all starts again. Like, God damn it.
I think, I'll admit that I'll say this on here. I got a little mad because, like, maybe a few days ago, maybe a week ago, like, the whole, like, round two's coming for the shutdown rumors came up and were, like, heavily talked about. And I talked to my wife, and I was like, hey, should we go get, like, $50 worth of toilet paper and a bunch of stuff? And she said, no, we never had a problem getting it. And I got a little like, well, I'm pissed off now that you said no, because what if we need it? And my first thought was, I'll be using your fucking shirts to wipe my ass.
You should. That'd be great.
But it was my, my initial reaction was, that's the wrong move. We should be stocked up. So take that for whatever it's worth.
Maybe get like a little extra.
Well,
not like a stock, but maybe just one extra like that.
Well, like, it doesn't hurt to have, I'm not saying go buy a pallet.
Yeah.
But I think as a society now, as human beings in the United States of America, you should probably have 2 or 3 weeks worth of toilet paper built up in your house.
Or just wipe your butt with water.
Or wipe your butt with him. No, actually, no. You get the toilet paper. Don't be touching my Preparation H wipes.
Right. Hey, don't bring that up.
Cut that part, Corey.
Yeah.
Because I never have to worry. Because all that like drama, I never worried once. I don't use that shit anyways.
Oh, fucking great.
You take a shower like an adult.
Right. Let's take a break real quick.
All right, we're taking a break. And during this break, know what you can do? You can get on your phone, go on Instagram, like Los Lost Boys podcast, go on Twitter, follow Los Lost Boys, and make sure you do this. If you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, you don't like on either of them. Well, no, you like on Spotify, don't you? Chime in.
Yeah. Yeah, you can like on stuff.
All right. But make sure you subscribe. And if you would, please leave 5 stars on iTunes. A little review saying how much you like the new guy. That'd be cool. All right. Now back to the show.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So at work, I work at the hospital. I change into scrubs. So I come in street clothes and then change into my gimmicks.
Yeah.
And the way the scrubs are made are so weird. So like 3X top is a little tight. 3X pants are like MC Hammer pants. And my 3X jacket is like a 1X jacket.
Ooh.
So I had to, when I first started, because I had previously worked in the linen service at this building, so I kind of knew like, they don't
way around some clothes.
Well, they don't have the mental capacity to understand that I would like a 4X top, 2X bottom, and a bigger jacket.
Right.
So I just said everything 3X. But I went in there, and since I knew some of the people, one of the more intelligent ladies was like, here are a few 5X jackets, try them on. I tried them on, and they fit really good. So she's like, sweet, write your name in them. So how they do it is I throw my scrubs into a bin at the end of the day, and then they're collected, cleaned, and brought back in a bag with mine, because it's all mine. They bring it and put it in my locker room.
Uh-huh.
Well, so this has been 5 years. Congratulations to me. I've been in the department for 5 years. Yeah. Had to get a certification, man. Took a test. I believe I got my certification before you did. Just saying.
Yeah, mine takes more schooling. What do you know?
Mine saves lives. What do you know? But so I've had this issue of like every now and then I'll have to go and like request my scrubs, which I shouldn't have to.
Yeah, they should have that shit done.
Well, they should have it done
with breakfast.
Because I'm only there 4 days a week.
Oh.
And I have 5 sets. Like, this should be done. But the problem is, the people that collect the linen is a different department. It's housekeeping.
Yeah.
And because I'm the only male in my area, so I have the whole locker room to myself. It's not a big locker room. It's the size of like the average size bathroom of a house. It has like 3 lockers and a little spot to change. Well, my linen bag doesn't get emptied. And I feel like I shouldn't have to fucking do it.
Take it to the top, dude.
So I sent an email to my boss because I knew it would not, like they couldn't understand, like if I went and said I need more scrubs, because I had went in there and explained that I needed a jacket because they require us to wear jackets because of our arm hair. Sterilization, it's a thing when you're doing trays.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing. Arm hair is a thing, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, my jackets weren't clean, so I had to go up there, and they didn't have one in my size. So I went down and put one of my 3X ons, and like the sleeves come to here, and I'm pissed off. And I do the Hulk thing where I just tear it. and then I just take it off and throw it in the trash. And then I go about my day. I don't wear the jacket that day. The next day, very fucking next day, I come in. All I have are pants at this point. I go back into laundry. I don't find anybody to talk to because you have to sign out when you take scrubs that aren't yours.
Yeah.
I don't find anyone, but I know the process. So I just walk over and I'm looking on the thing and I'm like, motherfucker, they don't have any male shirts my size. So I have to wear a female shirt,
Nice.
which is super annoying when you're used to having your phone. The male shirt, the difference is the male shirt is the pocket is up top. Female shirt's 2 pockets at the bottom.
So they
my
get their
phone.
tampons.
Yeah, so they quick access to their tampons, so they don't gotta go from here to their vagina, they go from their waist to their vagina.
Yeah, because then they'll just touch their boob and end up playing with
Then they're just turned on and aroused.
it. You can't have a bunch of broads walking around turned on.
Yeah, with leaking breast milk because they're aroused.
Right.
So it sucks for me because my setup is very unique with my headphones, listening to podcasts. It's all like I've shortened the cord, and now I have to break all the tape off, put the phone in the pocket. It's flopping around. My brand new fucking iPhone just banging on shit. I'm furious. Sent the email to my boss saying, hey, I need a few more sets of scrubs because, and I explained, I have to go to laundry, once every 2 weeks, but this time it's been twice this week. Whatever.
Yeah.
She said, no problem. I'll have them order you 2 more sets. Cool. Later that day, I go into the locker room, and there is a big stack of my scrubs with a note from the manager of the linen department. Tyler, if you turn in your scrubs daily, you will receive them back daily. Thanks.
Oh.
And she had put 3X jackets on top. So, there was my bag of clean, and then on top of it were these loose 3X jackets, 2 of them. When you first start, you get 3 sets of uniforms. My 3X jackets, not the one I ripped, that one's been thrown away. Right. So there's 2 left. I had shoved them in the shoe cubby because I knew they couldn't fathom if I put them back in and said I didn't want them. I would just constantly be getting them. Yeah. Because they're so stupid that I knew, you're not going to, what do you mean? This is yours. You have to take it. That's how they are. They literally didn't give someone their scrubs one time because they said, we were told you don't work here anymore. And it's like, what? She just started.
Yeah.
Well, so, I know what she did. The manager came into the locker room and dug around and was like, this asshole is not even turning all of them in every time.
Right.
Fuck you, you stupid bitch, is what I want to say.
So we're sending this straight to her.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was so pissed off. Immediately I just wanted to go and fight her.
Right. And you're allowed if she swings first.
Her husband works in housekeeping, but he's not one. He does a different job.
Oh, I was going to say, are you getting...
He collects the trash. So he'll come in and he has to go up through the dirty side of sterile processing because that elevator is where they put all the surgical trash.
That'd be messed up if he's the one forgetting your clothes.
No, we'll get into this also. The hospital's hired mentally handicapped people to collect the linen, and they don't do a very good job. And my bag doesn't look like there's much in it because it's one guy.
Right.
It hangs there, and if there's a uniform in there, you can't even tell.
Yeah.
So they're just not doing it. They're not checking or whatever. Whatever, that's fine. But to not have shit for days, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Then I find out, because the time clock is right by the office where all this, and I'm clocking out. Well, no, I hadn't clocked out yet. I'm heading to get a drink, and I hear the husband complaining to the wife, which is the manager, and the husband had lost a key to the compactor, and it was in decontam, and I didn't say anything. I let him freak out and be pissed off. He was cussing up the store.
But you could have saved him.
I could have been like, yeah, it's down there. We found it. I just didn't say anything. Someone else will tell him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
That's funny.
Yeah, I wanted to, it's one of those things. It's how much you want to rock the boat.
Yeah. I always wondered why Tylenol costs $30.
Well, Tylenol, yeah. It's insane. You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know the numbers and the price of shit.
No, I've seen them, and that's that's what I was making fun of.
Oh, that was my week. I was so pissed off.
Dude, I sat alone in my van and colored all week. So
Well, that's nice. We're
Mhm.
sending this to your boss too.
yeah. Oh no, we got to cut this part out. No, they agreed to it. We're still in like contract disputes, so
Oh, this is still at the
yeah,
Jeff Bezos is still damn pissed off.
yeah. And we've hit one of those points in my career where I'm just like, it sucks to not be doing anything, but I'm like, man, I'm getting paid right now though. So it's like, it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It feels so unnatural and wrong.
Oh, I know you're a tryhard.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a try hard and like I'm just not used to like just chill, dude. Like
Oh, I'm the king of. It ain't always gonna be like this. Just chill.
that's what I'm trying to get better at it. Like I really am, but it's like such a hard thing to get used to. It's just like I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing.
Oh,
Even
you feel like. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah, like I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing, but like my boss knows. Like I'm sitting there, I'm just waiting for deliveries that they don't know if they're coming or not. So like
Yeah.
I could just be at work all day and not do anything because there's just nothing to do, but like I feel bad and I don't know why because like I hate rich people and I hate work, but like just sitting there is like
You're just a big hypocrite.
I know it's so weird. It's so weird. And like I just feel like I'm not supposed to be doing it. Like I'm not supposed to be just having an easy time getting paid.
Yeah.
It's so unnatural to me. I couldn't like I couldn't imagine like being somebody like that all the time.
Well, that's what like I'm half joking but half serious when I say, "Fuck yeah, guys, don't wear a mask. Let's shut this shit down again, and I'll go back to working and
Well, yeah,
doing
that's what I'm saying.
nothing."
I agree too, because then I won't have traffic. Traffic was great when everything was shut
Yeah.
down. You know, like I never got almost hit by a car every day.
It's like my social media was never more active and more content being made than when I was just sitting there getting paid.
Yeah, and I was getting to work the easiest I've ever gotten. Like I usually drive an hour plus like to work, and during that whole fucking like, dude, I was just getting to work nice and easy. Like it was, it's great. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Do that and then cut us another check.
But yeah, like I don't know. I feel so weird making money for doing nothing, which is weird because I'm a millennial. Like,
Yeah. I don't. Do you think it's the military?
oh yeah, yeah. I know exactly who caused me to feel like this. He's
Well,
the same guy that's given me all my problems. So,
Oh, oh God, it's one person.
yeah, it's literally one person. Yes.
That's interesting to think that you can trace it back to there's one person.
Yeah, he brain fucked me for 4 years.
And it's really messed up that you're still best friends with them.
No, this guy I am not at all.
I wanted to make the joke for you, but the audience wouldn't understand.
Yeah, yeah. I know you, but yeah, no, yeah. I can blame everything on one guy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Fuck that guy.
Yep, I guess, but I still love him. I have Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. That's so
like the
weird.
definition of Stockholm syndrome I have.
Oh my
I-
God. That's
I
so
love the
weird.
dude, but like I'm super crazy because of him.
That just proves like that's a real thing. That like
Yeah, that's why it's a syndrome named after it.
that's why that Charles Manson could have people kill for him.
Right? That's exactly what this dude was.
He literally probably did have people. He had you kill people.
He just fucked with our brains so much that like we all got out and like that's what we still talk about like the guy just like he was a motherfucker, huh? But I love him. Kept us safe.
Isn't that weird? Like that's a military thing.
Yeah.
It's probably a military, and I mean, it was a police force thing, but I don't think that's going to be a thing anymore.
Right. Yeah, just
Probably a firefighter thing too. Anything that invites like that kind of personality of the asshole guy, but there's a method to his madness, and in the moment it was necessary, but the long-term effects of the madness were not.
Really fuck you up.
Yeah, like, sure, we saved those people, but you fucking fucked all of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because like all of it was crazy, but all of it like made a little bit of sense, I guess, where you can like sort of justify it, but then years later you're like, why am I the way I am? You're like, oh yeah, because this guy fucked with us for like constantly for 4 years.
Do you think? Do you subscribe to the theory of like there are certain people that just have that imprint on your life, and that is like whether you realize it or not, they have molded you into who you are?
Oh yeah. Everybody's got that.
My dad is very much of like at a certain age he just knew, well, I have no control over this guy anymore. His personality is what it is.
Yeah, it's like where your kids will learn their personality more from their friends than from you at some point. You know what I mean? Like,
And then it becomes a blended thing.
yeah, you kind of raise them up until some point, but then some point you're going to lose them to their friends, and you just got to hope that their friends don't fuck them up. And then like
A lot of
after that,
people-
it's a boss. Like,
Yeah. Authority figure and your friends, and it is weird like how
it's not all parents. Because
No.
there's a lot of good parents out there that have shitty kids, and it's not because of them.
and there's another way around. There's a lot of shitty kids that have good parents.
Yes, but it's like you just get with the wrong crew.
Yeah.
You really can.
You wonder, like, I would. We've talked about it before. We're in a very unique situation where we are still essentially the same friends from elementary school,
Yeah.
same people every weekend. It is weird and it kind of makes me sad when people are like, "Yeah, I don't have any, like,
Yeah.
close friends," or I don't have like when people say they don't have a best friend. That's one thing, but like people just say like, "I don't have that tight group of people." Like, oh, sometimes I hang out with this guy from work, and then sometimes I do this. Because I know people like that are like, they're genuinely
work
cool
friends.
people,
Yeah.
and they just don't have that, like, they bounce around.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. There's like the people who bounce around, but yeah, like they have just work friends and like not like a real tight knit. I get that's probably how I would be.
But we're just clinching. We just got you clinched.
Yeah, I'll be stuck. Because yeah, my best friend's my wife.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's that's married's best friend's their wife.
I was hoping she would hear it.
Yeah, don't kiss her ass if she can't hear it.
Because it's not true.
First rule of being married.
Mm-hmm. I thought she could hear it. I was wrong. How you doing on that bowl?
I got one more left in the bowl.
Your bowl of beers?
That's what this new segment is. Tyler gonna drink that bowl of beer. This is the size of my cereal bowl.
That'd be a whole box.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Just joshing with y'all.
Yeah, just Tyler up for tomfoolery.
We used to joke.
Yeah, this used to be a funny podcast. Now it's just a serious breakdown the psychological damage one person can have on a life.
Yep. Yeah, we just bitch about Corona and
I can say that my stepdad had a fucked up effect on my life, but I love him.
yeah.
And it's not like all bad, but there's a lot of bad where it's like being an adult, that's not how you should have. He handled the situation poorly.
Right. Oh yeah. I've been watching F is for Family.
I heard that's really good, and I heard you didn't watch TV shows, so this is I'm getting conflicting information like always from the internet.
It's been out for a while. There's like 4 seasons of it, but yeah, that's what that show's a lot about. I have to do something while I'm at work, Tyler.
Yeah, heaven forbid you run the social media.
Fuck no! I told you I refuse to do that.
I deleted Twitter, so we're really fucked, and I haven't got the new login information.
But I think it's good, man. I think it's good to get off this social media stuff.
It has made me happier.
It's China's way of just wrangling us all in. We're gonna become China here soon because of social media.
And the worst part about that is they censor the shit out of their movies.
Yep. They censor a lot of stuff.
Go figure. No Facebook either. They
Yeah.
got one thing right in China.
Yeah. No, I was listening to some theories about that, about how like how we talked about how you can't like believe any news sources or whatever. And it's because like you just have like, there's so much misinformation out right now. And I heard a lot of people talk like it's a lot of other countries putting that misinformation out to us, which is funny.
I heard a term that I didn't know, and it makes sense. We call them bots, but
Yeah.
there's a difference between a bot and there's this other thing called a sock puppet. You know what a sock puppet is?
Is that somebody
That is someone who is like
putting out a certain message?
I'll use Tyler the Collector as the example of pseudo, like he's trying to be a celebrity. So he makes sock puppet accounts
Mm-hmm.
that he also controls that follow Tyler the Collector and like everything, comment, like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. Hashtag, and it keeps building. What we're going to find out in this world is there's like 100 people on Instagram actually, because everything's just fake.
Yeah.
And it's like 100 actual people use these apps and it's all just fake accounts.
Well, I mean, like that's what I'm talking about is like, so a lot of those fake accounts are also like people from different countries with different.
Definitely,
like,
that's a job. You know, there's people that show up to a job called "Fuck with America" and they just type in.
Because it's way too easy now for like other countries just to psyop us. Like they could easily just make a regular dude account and do that and just come in and be like, Trump rules, or I'm racist, and it's just like it's just a dude stirring shit from Russia.
And
or
then
China.
There's red flags, and you start to pick them up. They're at first they get dismissed as like, okay, I don't like. But then like on Twitter, like you'll see someone say something or retweet something, and then you find out he has 14 people following him, and he follows 20. And it's like, in what world do you only follow 20 things on Twitter? Like,
right.
And anyone who has a Twitter account that's that active has more than that many followers because the other bots follow them.
Yeah. It's just crazy that like how easily manipulated like the story is by all this shit. And like we really do have to, like, I know I preach it all the time, but we have to get off social media. It's so compromised right now. It really is. It's so like literally every country in the world hates us. We just got people from all over the world telling us, like, you don't know what to fucking believe anymore. It's so stupid.
Okay. I'll put a little asterisk to the get off social media. Get off social media for news and information, political stuff. That needs to be.
No, because I think even the other stuff's unhealthy.
No, there's nothing wrong with getting on social media because Facebook is unique in that there's nothing wrong with a grandparent being on Facebook and
to see
seeing
the
pictures
kid.
of their family,
all
that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is the constant political propaganda that you're just being hammered from all sides.
I think even like that whole fake life thing is pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, so these are really big negatives you're focusing on right now. Those are the worst parts about social media are the fake life stuff. The
fake life where you're pretending like everything's good. You only post all the good, like, and that's all you ever see of anybody is all their like.
And also like
so it builds a lot of envy and just
the fake life of like there's that kind of fake life when you only post the positive.
Well, that's all anybody's ever going to post though. But like, it's also very unhealthy to be looking at everybody else only doing that. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's also unhealthy
unfulfilled
to compare yourself to someone who's posting pictures that could be fake.
Yeah.
I can post a picture
like even
next to a car in a parking lot and be like, got a new car today.
Yeah. But even if it's like you're very strict, you keep it to just your friends. Even like if it's just me and you're only going to post like the good shit you see. And I'm going to be like, man, Tyler's got all this shit. Why don't I have any shit?
Tyler's just buying Funkos all the time.
I know. Like my life sucks because Tyler's is so great. And why isn't mine that great? You know, like it gives you like a false, I don't know. I just think it's all unhealthy. We need to stick to our communities.
Just stick to listening to podcasts.
Yep. Listen to Los Lost Boys and that's it.
Yeah.
You can make it off of that.
I would like to. That's right there is a science experiment. Someone gets all their information from Los Lost Boys.
Me?
They would be the most well-rounded person. Actually, no. They would fear the government, fear social media, fear everything.
Good. Well-rounded.
Just fear.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like the first era of Los Lost Boys is a lot of butt jokes.
Right. Yeah, then the world got serious on us. Well, we'll go back to the jokes.
I hope I'm not. I don't think I'm the cause of the serious. I think the world changed.
No, I don't. It definitely wasn't you. I think the world changed. I got more serious. We stopped dicking around a lot.
And also,
It's hard to be
the yuck humor when you're on Zoom.
well, no, not even the Zoom thing. Just the way shit is right now. It really is. It's hard. It's hard to joke around a lot. Like even for me, and I never take anything serious.
Yeah. Depression's a real thing.
Yeah.
And this environment, the new world that we're in, is very conducive to depression.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's hard to dick around so much lately. Like I always say, like, well, yeah, we shouldn't get like political, but like, it's impossible right now.
I mean, also,
I'm sorry for all the listeners. Like,
a lot of it is our age as well. We're hitting that point in our lives where we're becoming much more aware.
yeah,
I think back when I was 25, I'd give two shits.
yeah, but now you got like life is in your face, and you got to think about it.
Now it's just like, oh shit, yeah, the fucking taxes went up.
I know. I always want to come on and just joke around and have a good time, and then I end up bitching about something, you know?
Yeah. It's hard. It's just hard.
Yeah, it's hard right now. It's hard out there for a pimp.
It really is. Like, I want to come on and tell you about all the fun stuff that I buy, but I don't want to make you feel bad because I buy things.
Yeah, which that's all it does is make me feel bad.
But I'll let you know that like the last 3 things I've bought off Amazon, the Funkos, the boxes have been fucked up.
Good.
That pisses me off, man. Let's not joke. This is something I don't joke about.
If they just fucking pay for this new warehouse, we wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, what the problem? I'm gonna write them a fucking letter. You sons of bitches. My Kelly Kapoor Funko Pop was bashed in.
Oh, you paid for one of those? Ugh.
It's Office.
I hate her.
The person or the character?
Both?
Really?
Maybe not the person, I guess.
That's a bold statement.
That's a very bold statement for a very nice lady, it seems like.
She was on an episode of Always Sunny that I just watched.
Yeah.
She replaces the serial killer.
I think she just plays her character so well that, like, I don't like her. That's a problem with characters like that.
Yeah, I get it.
You play them well enough, like, I just don't like that person.
Oh, there's a good examples of that. That's escaping me right now.
Toby.
I don't hate Toby because I get it. That's something where I do understand.
Yeah,
like,
I guess Toby was pretty relatable, but like, there's a bunch of characters out there where they suck on the show, and you just assume that.
Like, this is a scumbag.
Yeah.
In Band of Brothers, David Schwimmer's character.
He's not likable in Friends though either. So.
Yeah, but he's at least bearable, and I hate him on Band of Brothers.
But yeah, if I ever met the guy who played Upham in Saving Private Ryan, I'd probably fight him.
Yeah, like, you son of a bitch.
And he's probably a nice guy. You dumb pussy, you got Mellish killed.
Yeah. Saving Private Ryan is one of it. So this is discussions I can't have with you, and I wish our white meat babyface Todd was here because we could have it with him. Like, movies that are one-offs, like there's no sequels or series or franchises. Is Saving Private Ryan the best one?
Duh, it's the best movie.
It's up there. It really is.
Braveheart.
Braveheart,
It's okay.
Armageddon.
It's okay.
Just found out I was this week's old when I found out that they made toys for that. So I was pretty HARD, brother.
Oh, great. Armageddon toys. No, all those movies are fine. Saving Private Ryan's the only good one out of that. But I also hate Saving Private Ryan now because it's complete propaganda by the pedophile Tom Hanks.
That's mean. That seems but harsh.
It
We've talked
was.
about this before that I'll need pretty big evidence. I'll need pictures of him plugging a kid.
Well, then you're going to jail, dude.
No. Let me rephrase what I just said. I'll need the evidence to be something that damning.
Somebody else saw that and then told you.
Like the courtroom. I don't need to see it.
Yeah. But yeah, like some officer saw it and was like, yeah, I saw
Like,
it.
if they came out today and said, well, we found Tom Hanks' hard drive and it had porn on it with little kids, and it was it was like him having sex with the little kids.
I don't know if he did. Like that's all just me joking just to get you angry, but the movie is complete propaganda. I do believe in that, the Hollywood propaganda system.
It made World War II look cool.
Yeah, but then it also gets dumb kids like me like pumped up to go to war. And like
Just because you're a sucker, don't ruin it for all of us. Let them make
I know,
the
but
movie.
that's what they do. That's what they do. You trick a bunch of dumb kids into liking all these war movies and then
Okay. That could be said with just like I get that that's a real thing.
No, they all like
No,
what
I
they do.
agree.
Like
The military
the CIA
movies
pays
are
them to
made.
do this.
Military movies are made with funding of the United States government
Yeah.
for that reason.
Yeah.
But they're still good.
I know, it was super good. It's still one of my favorite movies, but it's propaganda and it sucks.
Okay, what's your favorite one-off non-propaganda movie?
So like not war movie?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It's a war movie kind of too.
Dude,
And
I
that
don't,
makes-
yeah. I don't
It
even
makes
know.
it sound like it's okay to be retarded, which is not.
Snatch. I like Snatch a lot.
I thought you said Nash. Like
No, Snatch and Lucky Number 11 was pretty good. That was a cool one.
underrated.
Yeah.
Lucky Number 11's very underrated. It never gets brought up. It came out in that like time when right before like came out in the boom of DVDs. I remember
Right.
that because I had that DVD. Everyone had that DVD. You'd be like, "Oh, I see your DVD collection. You got that movie. You ever seen it?" Nah, I haven't seen it yet.
Most of my DVD collection, yeah.
Yeah. What other movie is in that same realm?
Oh, dude, like, but I feel like that was
Broken
just,
Aces.
yeah, Smoking Aces. Lucky Number 11 was a really good movie, though.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, there's a twist. I'm not gonna tell you the twist, but
Where'd
there's
Josh Hartnett go?
I don't know. Is he one of those guys who was like, I
He
have
slid
made
out
enough money and I'll peace out?
because he was
Or
a
did he fuck
heartthrob.
a
And,
kid and was like, you fucked that kid to death, and now you can't have a career anymore because we got to bury this kid?
don't talk about Josh Hartnett like that.
Oh, yes, that's your hill that you're gonna die on. I'm dying on at least a Tom Hanks hill. You're dying on Josh Hartnett hill.
Josh Hartnett is way better, and he bowed out when he should have.
Pearl Harbor, Josh Hartnett.
Black Hawk Down.
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah,
40 Days, 40 Nights, Josh Hartnett.
good, all good movies.
Did he make a bad movie?
No,
Hollywood Homicide, Josh Hartnett with Han Solo.
He
So
made
it
all
wasn't bad.
he made all good movies and then bowed out when he was supposed to. So
You got me curious.
right, he's good, man. He's a heartthrob.
We used to play a game on a show that I was on where it was the up down. Does he have good movies?
Yeah, they're all good movies. Oh, but yeah, then you're gonna look up his IMDb and we're gonna find out he's worked every year since like 2006.
He has.
No, he hasn't.
He's on a show called Paradise Lost. 10 episodes.
Huh.
Never heard of it.
No.
Inherit I'm a few beers in.
6-pack challenge.
Yeah, I'm on number 7. I'm on lucky number 11. Inherit the Viper in 2019. Valley of the Gods. She's missing. He was on Drunk History.
I do remember that.
Of course you do now. He's been in movies. I'm going to just go down Wild Horses. Seems like guitar country Corey would know.
So
what
he
that
didn't.
movie was.
So he did not bow out gracefully then.
He did not. He went the Nick Cage route and said,
Okay.
I'm going to do movies to keep my health insurance.
Yeah.
His last big movie.
Had
30
to-
days in 2007 he did 30 Days of Night.
Oh, that was his last big one?
That was the last one I recognize.
Wow.
The Black Dahlia in 2006, really good movie. Aaron Eckhart and Josh Hartnett, boxers solving mysteries in LA. Lucky Number Slevin in 06. Sin City in 05.
Huh.
Damn.
Yeah, he was crushing it till 2007.
He really was. You know who else kind of like faded? Colin Farrell.
He's been around though. He did
but
True Detective and shit.
he like was that guy who had like 8 movies in 2 years
Yeah.
and then went one movie every 3 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's probably what would you would like. What would happen? You get a movie made, and they're like, "Hey, this guy's bankable," and then he gets a bunch of scripts, and you're like, "Hey, I can do all these movies, make $20 million." You remember Entourage?
Yep.
Heard that is pretty hard to watch nowadays.
Yeah, probably. I heard it's super douchey. Especially now that I'm 30, it's probably super douchey.
I remember I borrowed your DVDs of it.
I like that show, yeah.
I liked it too. What I never saw past what you provided,
Yeah.
which is probably 3 seasons at most.
I thought it was all of them.
Then I didn't borrow it. I didn't watch all of it.
Oh, I watched the whole series. I watched where it ended.
Good, bad ending?
It was good at the time, but I was also like 20 years old, you know? Like,
Always Sunny was in like its first season.
yeah. So, yeah, it probably sucks now. Because it's definitely about shit that I don't give a fuck about now.
Well, I heard the characters and how they talk to each other would not
Yeah.
be PC today.
Fuck PC.
And I'm with you on that now, where it's like, that's just how it was. Like, they weren't saying the N-word.
Yeah. That's what, just let them live in their time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they didn't know any better.
And like you said, it's just how, like, I watched Hangover a couple months ago, paging Dr. Faggot.
Yeah.
And my initial reaction was like, oh, shit. And then it was like, and then I laughed hysterically because it's funny.
It was funny back then. We've evolved since now. Like, they weren't evolved back. Like, just let them live, you know? Like,
If you had to rewrite, what if they went in and started redubbing the lines? Is that too far?
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Like, hey, we're in quarantine. These guys hey, you can do voiceovers from home on Zoom.
I'm
We're just
surprised
gonna
it hasn't
go.
happened, honestly.
Fun fact about redubbing. You know that little movie called Independence Day?
Yeah.
There's a part in it where he's like, I gotta call, like, it was the guy that talks like this, and he worked with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I gotta call my mother. I gotta call my whatever. I gotta call my lawyer. And he's like, forget my lawyer. That part,
Uh-huh.
he actually says, fuck my lawyer. And the rating system's like, hey, you can't have that.
Really?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, shit, I guess we can't say the F word one time. And they took it out.
Huh.
And I guess if you pay attention, I've never noticed that the lips, because he says, forget my lawyer, is how the audio is done.
But they dubbed it?
They dubbed it. And if you go look, he's obviously saying, fuck my lawyer.
Huh.
But I've never been like, what's he saying?
You will tonight.
Oh, yes. That's I would say that's a good one-off, but it's not. They made a shitty sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, anything successful in the 90s they usually did, but yeah, I think I'm good for tonight then.
All right.
I got nothing else for you.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
for listening to Los Lost Boys.
Yeah, we already did the commercial, right? So
Yeah, I'm Tyler the Collector.
I'm Corey. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you guys. Let's entertain you. Okay, bye.